at GW, American University, UMD, and on many other campuses here across the DMV region. Today is about them and every single student out here fighting the rising tide of anti-Semitism. I want to make sure at the start that we recognize several organizations who help support these students to get this event off the ground. The Israeli American Council DC chapter, the Israel on Campus Coalition, the Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Washington, the American Jewish Committee, the Jewish Federation of Greater Washington, the Anti-Defamation League, and GW Hillel. All these organizations are here to support these students. I have to do at the start just a few quick logistics. So please remember to be safe today. Please remember that we're here together to join in song, unity, and community. It's also really important that we lift up our voices proudly, but we also stay here in our designated space. So please don't go wandering around to other areas today. We are really happy to have you here supporting the students on campus. It has been my true honor and privilege to work with these students that you're about to hear from and help guide them as they put together this rally. Let me tell you guys, the future is very bright because of them.
Morning, everyone. First, I want to thank everyone who gathered here today in support of Jewish students across the nation. Thank you. Special thanks to the Israeli American Council and the Anti-Defamation League for helping all of us, student leaders across the DMV, to make this rally come to life today. My name is Shani Glassberg, and I'm a junior here at George Washington University. I'm an Israeli American woman, I'm a Jew, I'm a student, and above all, I am a human. Like many other students across the country, I faced many hardships as a student this academic year. But unlike many others, the most difficult thing I have faced as a student was not my coursework, but my pride in my identity. Walking around campus every day, seeing graffiti, stickers, and signs, attempting to erase my culture, history, and story was mentally taxing to say the least. I even had to move dorms twice this year, as I was uncomfortable at a place that should serve as my home on campus, my safest place. I believe it is an understatement to say that the sole reason I am still here today, attending classes and speaking here, is the strong support and love I never stop feeling for my community, both the Jewish one and the not Jewish. This community gathered here today is why many of us, Jewish students, Americans, and Israeli students keep going to classes every day. We are strong and together, and this is exactly what we are here for. This community showed me its most beautiful, loving side every single day since October 7th, and keeps doing so as I speak. Thank you for being a part. Jewish students, you are not alone, and don't you ever forget that. With that, I would like to welcome to the stage a fellow student and a friend, Sabrina Sofer.
Hi guys! Thank you so much for being here. This is a time where we gather in an hour of much needed community and connection. In Hebrew we say, Chazak ve'ematz, strong and courageous. My name is Sabrina Sofer, and I'm a Jewish student here at the George Washington University. I'm an American Israeli standing strong representing the two nations that afforded my family, your families, and all of us here today a home and opportunity. Today, we stand together in support of our history and our heritage. As we experience the scourge of anti-Semitism, it is our duty to stand firm in the face of this virus. As Menachem Begin once said, "We are not Jews with trembling knees. We are proud Jews with 3,700 years of civilized history. We stand by our principles, and we will defend them."
Right.
That's right.
Stand tall. Stand tall.
When Jewish students across the country are harassed, yelled at, spat on, cornered, and blocked from the very places that they have a right to be, we respond with songs of hope and humanity as a community. This is our defiance. We respond to slurs by mobs wishing our existence away, by flying our flags high.
Right.
Tapestries of our past and present, our people and our purpose. Our purpose is to build, together, never to break. This is the resolve of the Jewish people. We stand for the freedom and safety of everyone on this campus, city, and country. The construction of community is the cornerstone of our humanity. Intellectual inquiry and rational discourse are the bedrock of the university and a foundation of our American values. As lights in this community, we will shine like the stars on our flags. As President John F. Kennedy said of the eternal relationship between these great nations, the United States and Israel, the children of hope and homes of the brave. It can neither be broken by adversity nor demoralized by success. It carries the shield of democracy and the sword of freedom. Before I step away, I'd like to take a moment to honor the congressional leadership on both sides of the aisle who have been supporting us, protecting Jewish students, and attempting to make anti-Semitism, as it should be, a national issue. Now, we shall honor them with the national anthem. Please join me.
Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone, Shalom. My name is Tamara Frida Listenberg. I'm an international student from Israel and the president of the Student Supporting Israel chapter at American University.
Very good. Let's just get a quick photo. Senator comes out here.
My name is Whitaker Swan. I'm a student at American University studying political science and a proud member of the Jewish fraternity, Alpha Epsilon Pi.
I'm here supporting you.
Funnily enough,
My daughter went to
I'm not
school here,
Jewish.
so I walked all these streets with my daughter for years. Afterwards, I actually was involved in several
You're all probably wondering why I'm here. Later on, I'll explain, I promise.
I heard from Jewish students that they felt
Today, we have gathered here with a clear purpose to demonstrate the strength and unity within our community and to stand together against pure hatred that we have experienced and witnessed around college campuses in the U.S.
As people from two very different backgrounds, we come here today to show you that standing up for Jewish, Israeli, and Zionist students is something anyone can get behind, regardless of religion, nationality, or political ideology. Hatred of all forms should be unanimously denounced.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Christian.
I'm Israeli.
I'm American.
I'm a proud Zionist.
I'm a proud Zionist. We believe in the right of the Jewish nation to have a homeland, the land of Israel. We will never stand idly by while people call for the annihilation of the Jewish nation or the destruction of Israel, the only Jewish state.
While we experience anti-Semitism today, it brings me back to the stories of my grandparents before the Holocaust. How one day their neighbors and friends turned on them simply because they were Jewish. But what I cannot fathom or imagine is living through today without having Israel, without having a home, without having our safe haven. Where would we be right now?
To take care of the district code. That's the way that the Constitution is set up. So the mayor is only allowed to do this.
While we learn from stories of the past, I choose to learn from those who have always stood up against evil and discrimination. My hero, Congressman John Lewis, once said, "As long as one Jew is denied the right to be Jewish, we are all Jewish." Like Congressman Lewis, I stand by Israeli and Jewish students because I'm an American who believes America is a beacon of freedom and hope for people worldwide. We need to show the world that we stand for what is right, the return of hostages, and a complete cessation of anti-Semitism and Jew hatred on college campuses.
We are not going anywhere. And with people like Whitaker by my side, we have no reason to hide.
Right.
I'm Christian.
I'm Jewish.
I'm American.
I'm Israeli.
We are both proud Zionists.
I'm Israel High.
Hello, DC. My name is Einav Tzach, and I'm a student at the University of Maryland, College Park. Today, I have one message for you. The time of hiding who we are is over. On October 7th, our world shattered as our eternal homeland was brutally attacked. Not one day after the worst slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust, we saw hatred and violence break out on campuses with our own eyes. We've seen calls for a global intifada. We've heard chants calling for the elimination of the world's only Jewish state. We've watched in shock as our peers ripped down posters of innocent people held hostage. We witnessed our classmates shamelessly call for our deaths right in front of us. And over the past month, we've watched as campuses across the country descend into chaos. Students at this country's finest universities have rallied around Hamas. They've stalked, harassed, and assaulted Jewish students, whose only crime was to wear a Star of David necklace. No more. I refuse, we refuse to stand idly by while we are attacked. We know that we must speak up as Jews, Israelis, and Americans. We must fight day in and day out for our right to be. Students, stand strong. Stand against anti-Semitism on your campus. Call on your administrators to urgently address it and condemn violence. Shout from the top of your lungs that the 133 hostages must be brought home now. Bring them home. 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 I know that it's scary, but as we have done time and time again, we Jews will lean on one another to emerge stronger than those who want to destroy us. Look around today. Look at the Jewish pride all around you. Be proud, be loud, and stand together against anti-Semitism. To the university administrators hearing me right now, protect your Jewish students. Stop treating us with a double standard. Listen to us. Hear our pain. Find moral clarity and courage, and most importantly, act. As Sabrina said, we know that we are not Jews with trembling knees. We are proud Zionists, we are proud Israelis, we are proud Americans, and we are proud Jews. The people of Israel live now and forever. Am Yisrael Chai. Toda Rabba.
Pass the TikTok fan, Tim.
Thank you all for coming. I would just say morning. We're still waiting for it to be a good morning for 210 days. My name is Orgat. I'm from Kibbutz Be'eri in Israel. My kibbutz, along with other kibbutzes, has been attacked by Hamas terrorists, murderers that came into Israel and into my kibbutz and to my family home. 6 members of my family, of my core family, have been in my parents' house. On 10:30 in the morning, when the terrorists came in, I thought they all dead. And then minute by minute, we're trying to figure out what happened. And we realize some of them are alive. My father managed to lock himself in the bathroom, and that way he rescued that night. But also, that way he witnessed and heard and saw all of his family taken away one by one. First they took my mother, and by Hamas videos that published on the same day, we saw they took her coughed with friends from the kibbutz. And then later how they murder all of them, all 5 members of the kibbutz that went with her. They murder them by the corner of the streets 100 meters away from my house. Later they took my sister, Carmel Gat, kidnapped her to Gaza. She's there for 210 days. Then they took my brother's family, Alon. Alon with his wife Yarden and his beautiful daughter Geffen, 3.5 years old at that time. They took them all in a car to Gaza, 500 meters before the fence. They managed to bravely escape. They jumped out of the car, all 3 of them. Alon and Geffen managed to run fast and escape. Yarden was hiding behind the tree that she can pull the terrorist towards her directions and that way save Alon and Geffen. Yarden was hostage for 54 days and came back on the first deal. Beside the fact that's the only moment that we felt happiness, joy, hope in the last 6 months, that shows all of us that it is possible. I won't say a cliche of everything is possible, because my mother is not coming back. But this is possible. To see her then coming back to Geffen as the same person after 1 month and a half. After all she's been through, she can still be her mother and smile with her. That's what we want for Geffen when she see her aunt Carmel coming back. We're afraid Carmel won't come back as the same person. And every day that passed by, we're thinking that we must try to make it possible. And that means that she will come back yesterday. Right here in GW University, in all other campuses around the country. You see the anti-Semitism, and I won't say pro-Palestine, I will say the pro-terror is rising up. We have problem with terror. We don't have problem with people. Resistance can't be by terror, by battering, by butchering. Nothing can be by butchering and murdering little kids and kidnap them and let them be miserable for 6 months without any way to control on their body and their mind. We are fighting terror every day. We are fighting terror everywhere. October 7th, that's the date where the terror raised his head up again. And that's the day when we experience another Holocaust. You should all remember that. That from this Holocaust, it's not something we are just getting out. We need to finish that day. We need to bring back the hostages and to remind everyone that to finish the war and finish this day, we need to bring back the hostages, and then we can speak about everything. Should all remember, October 7th is the day we experience Holocaust, and we need to fight terror. Not the day that the terror is rising up. Thank you very much for coming. Keep doing what you're doing. We would love to see more of the hostages awareness around. If it's the pin or the shirt or the sticker or the thing you say every day in every discussion. It's important, and that's the things that giving the decision makers the back and the confidence that they are doing the right thing to bring back the hostages, and that no one will forget, that no one will be able to normalize this horrible and crazy situation. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate and feel the support everywhere. Thank you.
My name is Liat Corinne Unger, and I want to just share that listening to O's story is just a painful reminder of another scar that I carry on my heart. I want to thank you all for being here as staunch advocates for Israel. for standing in the face of terror, standing up to it, and standing up to hate. Your fight resonates with me. I graduated from Columbia University, and I was experiencing over 10 years ago the anti-Semitism, never at this level. So I commend you on your fight, but